In this episode, we're going to be discovering how to harness the gorgeous, nurturing, protective energy of Mars in retrograde. Welcome to Accepting, where I guide you to accept all aspects of your beautiful self, embrace your truth, and live your life that way. Hello, gorgeous, and a warm welcome to Accepting. I'm Aline, your host. I'm a channel, I'm a coach, and I'm a mentor, and I love to see empaths and highly sensitive people flourish. And in this episode, we're going to be following on from the gorgeous conversation we had with the fabulous Patricia Tavares, and I would like to delve a little bit further into Mars in retrograde. So in this episode, we're going to be talking about what does Mars in retrograde mean, where is Mars in retrograde at the moment, and how can we nurture this to add to our self-care. All right, so get yourself cozy, grab yourself a cup of tea, and let's dive in. So when many of us think of Mars, we think of that kind of warrior, war, Mars energy pelting forward into battle. And what I would like to talk to you about is the other side of Mars energy. Now, absolutely, when Mars is direct, it's all about action taking, it's all about positivity, it's all about moving forward. Now, it's moving forward with purpose. If we're charging forward like a bull in a china shop, that's not really going to help. It's about moving forward with purpose. And before Mars goes direct, it's a really beautiful opportunity for us to go inside and reflect, what action do I need to actually take? Now, it's not about stopping. So Mars in retrograde allows us to go inside and really reflect. And it depends where she is. And I say she because I see her as divine feminine. It depends where she is in terms of the signs. We were in Mars retrograde in Leo. And Leo was all about I am and being seen and being in the spotlight. So what this allowed us to do was to go inside and to really feel into and reflect, well, actually, who am I? What really lights me up? Who am I fundamentally? Because as we're going into 2025, the main theme of 2025, being a 9-year, is finishing. It's finishing what no longer serves us. So and as a collective, as an individual, and it's really stepping up as a collective in our individuality. So what Mars in retrograde has allowed us to do beautifully as we've come into 2025 is from January the 6th. Before January the 6th, she was in retrograde in Leo. So that really allowed us to go inside and reflect, okay, so who truly am I? And what do I need to let go of that doesn't serve me? Okay. And how am I showing up? Am I showing up authentically as I am, truly as I am, my real, true soul essence? Or have I been putting a mask on? Have I been pretending to be somebody else to please other people, especially as highly sensitive people and empaths? That can be very much how we can show up is for other people. And what this invites us to do is to just really explore, okay, who am I? So that was Mars in Leo in retrograde. And Mars is going to be in retrograde until about the 23rd of February. It depends, obviously, where you are in the world. So until the 23rd of February, she's going to be retrograde and she's moved into Cancer. Now, Cancer is very moon energy. Cancer is very nurturing energy. Cancer is very emotional. So what this allows us to do is to check in on our emotional state. What this allows us to do is check in on our emotional intelligence. what this allows us to do is to check in and see, are we nurturing ourselves? And really check in and feel into, what can we let go of? And again, because it's the retrograde, if you're there and you've got complete emotional intelligence and you're completely caring and nurturing yourself in all ways emotionally, fabulous. Keep going. What this is inviting us to do is, perhaps where there's an area where we've neglected ourselves, because as highly sensitive people, as empaths, it's instilled in us to serve, so we can serve everybody and forget ourselves. So what this is really allowing us to do is to tap into that inner strength of who we truly are. Because what I would like you to feel into is, I mentioned a moment ago, so many of us beforehand or even now feel like that warrior Mars war. The other side of Mars is that beautiful, divine, feminine energy of protection. So what I would really love you to feel into is your mother inside. I'm not talking about whether you are a mother or not. This is for however you identify. This is your mother inside. So this is your protective energy of nurturing yourself. And what this allows us to do is to start nurturing. For those of you watching, you may have noticed I've either changed position or there's been like a glitch. I speak a lot of how my beautiful cats speak to me so much, and the animal world is speaking to us all the time. As I was talking about the protective mother, I heard a yowling, and normally if I hear a yowling or I hear something outside, it's just in the background and I focus and I get on. This time, I didn't even think about it. I was up. I was next door, and my beautiful tigre was having a little bit of a ruckus with another cat. So he's now in. He might come and sit on my lap, actually. He's now in, and this is what I wanted to talk to you about as well. Is as we're really connecting with that inner mother and that protective, nurturing side of us for ourselves, our instincts start heightening, our intuition starts heightening. Because the more we go in and we connect with that inner strength, that is when we're really living in our true essence. We're really living in our true power. And as much as it's important to balance the two, so that we balance the feminine, the masculine, regardless, as I said, of how you identify, it's balancing the masculine and the feminine. And it's so interesting, as I'm talking about the qualities and the strength of the feminine side of Mars, that this happens. Protective mother, straight out there. It's very interesting because as we're recording this, because I started to get everything ready, and for one reason or other, as we're recording this, we're actually in the planetary hour of Mars as well. So it's hugely powerful. We are in Mars retrograde in Cancer, and we are in the planetary hour of Mars. Okay, so being the protective mother that I am, you've probably seen another glitch. And Tigre's with us. I just want him to just feel comfortable. So Mars in retrograde in Cancer really allows us and invites us to go inside and check in on ourselves. And check in that we are really looking after ourselves emotionally. Checking in that we're taking time when we really need to take time. And also that we're developing that inner strength. And when I talk about strength, it's that emotional vulnerability, allowing ourselves to be vulnerable, allowing ourselves to express ourselves to our fullest. Emotional strength is not pushing everything down. Emotional strength is being really honest with ourselves and allowing ourselves to be authentic and show up in our beautiful, strong powerful, true essence. Now, what I'm actually going to do now, because the energy has changed slightly since my gorgeous tea grey has come, I'm going to take you through a little guided journey. And what this is going to allow you to do is to connect with your inner child. Because the next episode is going to be about accepting curiosity over fear. And very beautifully, Patithia Tabares in our special episode on Christmas Day was talking about how it's really important that as we're in 2025, which is going to be a year of enormous changes, is we're not connecting with fear. We're connecting with curiosity. And for us to be able to do this and to really feel into this, I really feel it's really important that we connect with our inner child first. So what we're going to do is nurturing our inner child. And especially as Mars is in retrograde in Cancer, and we're working on that gorgeous relationship of the inner mother in ourselves, and that protective inner mother who is going to be with our inner child. And our inner child is going to be the curious one for us for this year. So it's really important that that inner child is nurtured and held and loved and cared for and feels safe. So I'm just going to take you through a really gentle, gentle journey. And that's going to really help you connect with your emotional strength and also really connect with the different parts of you. So we're connecting with our inner mother, and we're connecting with that beautiful, sensitive, gorgeous, precious child within us. Okay? So what I would invite you to do is, if you're driving, really don't do this. If you're walking around listening to this on headphones, do this later when you're at home, or go and find a tree somewhere and just sit and be and feel into this. Because what I would really invite you to do is, as we're in 2025, there's another one of my cats speaking to me. As we're in 2025, is start to be curious. And what I would love you to feel is safe as you're being curious. So I'm going to take you through a very beautiful journey, very, very gentle, so you can really connect with that gorgeous inner child. Okay? So as long as you're not driving, you're not wandering around somewhere, get yourself in a really comfortable space. If you're listening to this on your phone, pop it on Do Not Disturb so nobody calls. And if you're in a shared household, perhaps shut the door, pop a Do Not Disturb sign on the door. This is your time, my lovely. And what Mars in retrograde in Cancer is allowing us to do and inviting us to do is to take this time, is to go inside, is to reflect, and to really feel into, well, what works for me, how I've been showing up for myself emotionally, and what doesn't work for me. So what we're going to do is we're going to feel that inner mother in us, and we're going to nurture that inner child. So it's just very, very gentle. And if you're thinking, what on earth is she talking about? That's fine. That's absolutely fine. I would really like to say it's really important that you feel what feels right for you. And there's a reason that you're listening to this. You know, your soul has brought you here. If you're feeling a bit silly about finding your inner mother and your inner child, just go with that. Just feel that it's silly and just allow yourself to feel whatever you're feeling. Because it's really important that we don't just go along with things. As much as it's about the collective, it's very much about our individuality. So I don't want you to agree necessarily with everything I'm saying. I want you to feel into what feels right for you. So as we're going into this journey, really feel what feels right for you. And if you don't see anything, doesn't matter. If you don't feel anything, doesn't matter. Just know that for whatever reason, your soul has placed you here now to go through this journey. And for whatever reason, it might be to slightly shift you so you're looking after yourself more. It might be just to strengthen that gorgeous emotional intelligence that you already have. And it might even be for you to have a really good look at actually how am I showing up for myself in the same way that I show up for others? How am I being my own best friend? Okay, how am I being my own mother? Because many of us, and again, doesn't matter about how you identify, many of us highly intuitive empaths, many of us highly sensitive people have that kind of mother instinct to nurture and mother everyone. And this is a really beautiful moment for you to mother and nurture yourself, my gorgeous, and to look after your inner child and to look after yourself. Okay, so find yourself in a comfortable position with arms and legs uncrossed, unless you're in a lotus position on the floor or anywhere. You might be levitating. Okay, so just feel yourself into that moment. And it's good not to take ourselves so seriously. Just feel yourself into this moment. This is your time. This is your moment. And just notice, by taking this space already, your breathing has become more and more relaxed. Your body, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, is becoming more and more and more and more relaxed. As you're listening to my voice, as you're listening to your body and your mind and your soul, you're beginning to feel more and more relaxed. And you feel wonderful. And you feel safe. And now, very, very gently, close those beautiful eyes. And if you wish, place your hand on your heart or place your hand on your tummy. Place your hand wherever. Just make sure you're not crossing anywhere with your arms or your legs crossed. So you can feel this energy beautifully all the way through your system. Gorgeous. Now you are held and you are protected and you are safe as we go through this journey. I'm holding you. Your inner mother is holding you. And you're completely safe. So, my gorgeous, with those eyes closed, just begin to notice your breath. Don't try and change anything. Just notice the rise and the fall, and how your breath has become softer and deeper and slower and much more relaxed as you take this gorgeous nurturing time for yourself. And feel all around you that you are completely safe and held. And I would love you to envision yourself surrounded by a beautiful color, whatever you choose, a gorgeous nurturing color. It could be the protective red, gorgeous element of Mars. It could be the beautiful nurturing beauty of Venus, of green. It could be beautiful purification and enlightenment of the moon with the white and silver. Whatever feels right for you, just feel. What color makes me feel safe? How do I feel safe? It could be the gorgeous nurturing of the earth with a gorgeous brown nourishing around you from the earth, the warmth of the earth. Whatever feels right for you, just imagine yourself surrounded by this gorgeous light all around you as you go through this journey. And you're completely held and you're completely protected. So whatever this color is surrounding you, just feel it reflect across your skin. Feel it reflect through the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes. And this color, whatever you have chosen, is now going to enter every single part of your body. and you're completely safe. And it's a beautiful, nurturing and nourishing feeling. You're feeling this gorgeous warmth. You're feeling a caress all the way through your body, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. And whenever you're feeling you need some extra nurturing, some extra nourishing, you're going to remember this moment. You can take yourself away and just feel like your mother enveloping you in this gorgeous, gorgeous color of nourishing and nurturing and nourishing energy. And you are safe and you are held. So keep those gorgeous eyes closed. And you may even feel just to roll your shoulders ever so slightly. And just feel those beautiful deep exhales coming up as you're relaxing further and further and further. And with this gorgeous color pulsating through your body, I would like you to see in your mind's eye. And if you don't see anything, just feel it. And if you don't feel that you're feeling anything, just know that whatever you're experiencing is exactly right for you. Exactly right for you. Because every moment we take time for ourselves is valuable. So you deserve this moment. You are worthy of this moment. Stay in this moment of your self-nourishing, of your self-nurturing. So now, my gorgeous, I'd like you to see in your mind's eye a beautiful garden. And this garden can be however you wish it to look. It could be purple with yellow spots if you like. It can be absolutely anything. And I would just like you to see this garden, see waterfalls, see fountains, see the birds that are there, see if there's any animals there, see if there are any guardians that are showing up for you. What flowers are there? What plants are there? What sounds are around you? I would just like you to really feel into this garden. And before you, you're going to see a gate. And this gate is welcoming you into this garden. You don't just need to see it. You can immerse yourself into it. So this beautiful green wooden gate is in front of you. I would like you to just push that gently open. And as you push this gorgeous green wooden gate open, you are immersing yourself in your inner garden. And this is your heart center. This is where you feel safe and protected and loved and nourished. And look around you. Look at the plants, look at the flowers, look at the birds, look at the bees, the butterflies, whatever you see, know it's exactly right for you. And if you're not seeing anything, you're just feeling this gorgeous, nourishing and nurturing energy. So very, very gently, my gorgeous, have a look round. And as you're looking round, you see in the middle of your garden there's a bench. And I would like you to walk forward. There's a lovely path that opens in front of you and guides you towards the bench. So very gently walk towards the bench. And as you're ready, sit down and you're completely safe. It's the most comfortable bench you've sat in ever. And now notice as you sat in the bench how you're seeing so much more, you're hearing so much more. And under your feet, the grass, you can feel it coming up. You feel this gorgeous connection with the earth. And as you feel this gorgeous connection with the earth, there's a beautiful wind that passes across you. And there's the aroma of your favorite flower. It feels gorgeous. And you see before you, just before in front of you, is your gorgeous flower planted in the earth. And there's a watering can that's hovering and watering the beautiful flower in front of you. And as this is happening, the sun is shining down gorgeously from above. And you've connected with all those gorgeous elements in your garden, with the earth, with the wind. with the water and with the fire, the energy of the sun. You feel amazing. And you sit quietly and gaze in the wonder around you. And you start to feel, as a child, you start to feel, how does a child see this? You start to feel the wonderment of a child as you look around you and gaze at the beauty around you, of the incredible nature that's surrounding you, that's within your heart. And this lights you up so much. And you're smiling and you're laughing and you feel playful. You feel you'd like to play. And now, as you feel you would like to play, you notice in the distance there's a most gorgeous tree and you want to go and explore. So you stand up from the bench and the path opens in front of you and takes you down to this fabulous tree. And on the tree is your name. Your name is carved on the tree. And as you're looking at your name, you place your hand on the tree and your name lights up. And as this happens, there's a child there. There's a beautiful child in front of the tree gazing at you and smiling. And you look at each other. And you both have your hands on the tree and you say to the child, "Would you like to play?" And the child says, "Yes, please." And as this happens, the tree lights up with your name on one side and then your name on the other side next to where the child has their hand on the tree. Close your eyes. And now you are in exactly where your inner child wishes to play. And know it is exactly right for you. You may be in another part of the garden. You may be in the sea somewhere splashing around in water. You may be playing hide and seek. You may be playing games. You may be painting. You may be drawing. You may be singing. You may just be sat under a tree reading. Anything that feels right for you, this is your moment. There's no right or wrong way. This is your way. Feel into that gorgeous, nurturing nourishment of your inner child. Does your inner child want to play? Or does your inner child just want to curl up and have a cuddle and a sleep? What feels right for you? Feel into that. And as you're in this moment, feel that gorgeous connection to your inner child as you do whatever they wish to do. Whatever that is exactly right for you, and feel that childlike sense of fun. Feel that childlike sense of wonder. Feel that childlike sense of feeling safe and protected and cared for by your mother. Feel that. And know that whenever you wish, you can come back to this moment. And you can spend as long as you wish here. And just feel that childlike sense of wonder and connect with that gorgeous sense of wonder. Because that is how we were born to live, with curiosity and wonder and joy and happiness. And we as a collective are returning to that. So let's choose curiosity all the time. Let's choose curiosity and love. And as you're ready, it's time to come back, and you know you can always return. You can always return to play, or sleep, or draw, or sing, or dance, whatever you wish, however playing, or however being with your inner child shows up for you. That is exactly right for you. Nobody else, just you. So very, very gently, you find yourself back at the tree. Both yourself and the child have your hands on the tree, and it's time to go. And you know it's okay to go because you know this child is safe and nurtured and nourished and cared for, because a guardian shows up. And a guardian could be any animal that you trust. Could be an angel that you know. Could be one of your loved ones that you trust. Could be a guardian that you've never ever seen before, and you know instinctively, because of that protective inner mother, you know your child is safe and cared for as you come back and you bring that energy of your inner child back. So very, very gently, walk towards your inner child. They are so happy they have seen you. They are so happy they have connected with you. You embrace, and it's the most beautiful hug that you have ever, ever had. Your hearts connect, and there's the most beautiful unconditional love of a mother with their child surging through you. Your inner mother and your inner child are connecting so beautifully, nurturing and feeling safe. And you feel wonderful. This is the most incredible connection you have ever experienced. The most loved you have ever felt. And this is within you. This is about loving yourself exactly as you are, all aspects of yourself. So as you're ready, you can continue the hug for as long as you wish. As you're ready, you finish the hug. And you know it's time to go. You thank the guardian who's there, looking after your inner child, and you come back with this beautiful sense of happiness and joy. So you turn around, the path is there for you again. You walk up to the gate, past the bench, up to the gate, turn around and you wave, and the child is waving back at you. And you feel wonderful, and you feel held, and you feel safe, and you feel nurtured and joyous. And you feel so much lighter than you did when you arrived, because you are bringing back this beautiful energy of your inner child, of that gorgeous curiosity, of fun, of it being okay not to know, of the adventure of what's out there, and the trust and feeling safe. So very, very gently, open that gorgeous green wooden gate. Start to come back. Bow your head wherever you are. If you're lying down or sitting down, just bow your head. And just tap your hands lightly on your thighs. Wiggle your toes and your fingers. Bow your head. Open those gorgeous eyes, and you are back. Welcome back, gorgeous. So get yourself all the way back, and I'd really invite you to write down all that you experienced. And if you didn't see anything, please don't worry. Just write down what you felt, or write down how you're feeling now. Because the next episode, we're going to be moving on with this gorgeous, curious wonderment of a child. And we're going to be taking that into the next episode. All right, so for now, my gorgeous, make yourself a cup of tea, make yourself feel nice and cozy, and just feel into this gorgeous nurturing of your inner mother and the gorgeous curiosity of the inner child as they feel safe. So that's two beautiful energies to connect with this beautiful Mars in retrograde in Cancer. And Mars is in retrograde in Cancer until the 23rd of February. So I really invite you to perhaps do this once a week, or just once is absolutely fine, and feel this energy within you. Feel this energy and really start feeling into what really works for me to nourish myself. All right? So on that note, here is to your self-acceptance, gorgeous. Thank you so much for joining me. I invite you to look at other episodes. I invite you to really listen and go within in these days until the 23rd of February. The next episode is choosing curiosity over fear. as we're connecting with that gorgeous inner child. So for now, my gorgeous, here's to your self-empowerment, here's to your self-acceptance, with so much love, Hope. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Accepting. Please do stay tuned for future episodes and also subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. If there's anything at all that you'd like me to cover in future episodes, please get in touch and let me know. You can also follow me on Instagram at The Acceptance Coach and on TikTok at SolutionUnion99. And if you'd like to have any coaching at all, or you would like to discuss this, do book an expansion call. For now, I'm your host, Aline, and to your self-acceptance, gorgeous, with so much love.